But he's developed so much as a player. Missed out marginally on the World Grand Prix courtesy of a run to the quarterfinals from Luke Woodhouse. He was next in line, but he's there or thereabouts. He's teeing up well for the end of this year and next year, and I think he's going to be featuring in the big events.
Yeah, it was almost a year ago actually when he reached the final of a Players' Championship event at the end of 2022, a time when he didn't have a tour card. 62 away here. Look for the treble sleeve double 16, but it wasn't to be.
Rob, you require 170.
Big ask for Rob Cross. The irony, if he, after all the messing about in the opening leg, if he gets rid of this, that's him. Normally you'd encourage a player, you know, follow it, but Rob stops. What a shot this would be. Staring down that bullseye to raise the roof. Nowhere near.
30. Can you require 32?
Well, Van Veen fluffs his lines. It could be a happy accident, but I can't see it.
Game shot, Sangaleg.
Yeah, just floating it in over the top of that first dart and
on a break. There's been a max in every leg. Opening leg was from Rob Cross, then in the next three for Gian, and then one for Rob in this fifth leg.
85.
yeah, always had a feeling these two would deliver. I think it may hit a crescendo as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Cross did force his way back into this somehow. He's
45.
a very resilient player, even in this sort of situation where it looks as though Van Veen's comfortable. You always suspect that Cross has got another gear.
Yeah, Rob's averaging over, well, up towards 101. Just missed, he's missed 5 darts at doubles, crucially 4 of them in the opening leg. The other one was a stab at ball in the 170. But that's the difference at the minute. As Cross, yeah, gets the fifth leg back. But that is the difference, that break in the opening leg.
I wouldn't put it past Rob Cross at this stage. I really wouldn't. I still think he's going to have a say in this.
Well, we've finished the opening day, the opening night session with a
93.
A comeback from Stephen Bunting. He trailed 5-2 and beat Jeffrey de Graaf 6-5. Are we going to start day 2 with a comeback? It's Rob Cross been chasing throughout, and he's making a big effort of it here. Back-to-back 180s, and all of a sudden Van Veen has got a different outlook on the game. He had 3 darts for a 5-2 lead and a double break, and now 96. We could be going back on throw.
Robbie required 44.
Yeah, missed opportunities. Van Veen, shake of the head, tells its own story. Rob Cross now looking at double 16. And first time of asking, pins it.
Floats it into the treble 20 in between the 2 darts. Van Veen. That time he finds the second treble. You can see what it meant to him. He couldn't find the second treble on the previous visit, but he's down to a finish. A finish that only needs 1 treble to get a shot minimum at the bullseye. But here comes the setup from Rob to apply the pressure. You settle for that.
Could have a situation where both players get match darts. Van Veen will be hoping to get one here. All about whether he can find the treble. Well, not that sort of treble.
That ends the shot. And now he's got to hope for an error from Rob.
49 remaining.
75. Yeah.
Just double checking with our MC Russ Bray, and he leaves, and now he just hopes for some mistakes. But Rob Cross has battled in this match and is going to get some opportunities to book his place in the next round.
Rob Cross, 2 clear darts at double 16 for a 6-5 win, and the 2-time European champion Rob Cross completes the fight back against Gian Van Veen.
Ended up on double 6. He's going to end up on double 6 again.
66.
But on this occasion, he misses, but misses inside. And even if he comes back, which the likelihood is he will, he's got some fiddling to do here. Got a decision to make.
You're throwing Ryan Searle's darts in the way that Ryan Searle throws them. Do you go 2-double-2 or straight at it?
Requires 6.
Straight at it. See?
That's the fear.
And now a leg has just got really messy, and Luke will be kicking himself. They only scored 44 in his previous visit. There's no 10+ finishes for Lookman yesterday in his victory over Madars Razma, but this will be a good time to get his first one of the tournament, and there's plenty to the left. And he gets it, a little pinch there. Ryan Searle's already got himself to play. Can Searle level up again?
16.
Could they go all the way again? Went to the side in the opening match. Good performance from both, but Rob Cross had too much in the end. Vijay Van Veen. And we could be heading there again here.
Ryan requirement 122.
Lookman pushing though. Great dart, leaves the ball.
97. Mine requires 68.
Lookman knows he's big. He's taking his time. Puff of the cheeks. For 5-3, and he would then throw for the match. 16 or an 8. For 5-3. Big dart from Lookman, and that's been the difference. He's finishing at 50%.
Oh, Martin Lookman. It's 180, number 5.
81.
Advantage Lookman. It already was, but a big advantage now. And look at him go. For half a dozen. It's a 6th 180, and Martin Lookman is looking to wrap this game up with a perfect leg. We've already seen one this weekend. That came from Scott Waits, and he lost the match. There'd be no danger of that if Lookman completes this.
What a way this would be. Well, deflating the crowd, but for Lookman, yeah, he just didn't even step out, and yeah, he's hit the ball with the last dart, but he didn't step back. He's just gone on with it. 11 left after 9 darts. A spirited display from Lookman. He's had to dig in. He's been outplayed for a lot of it, but the finishing has got him over the line, and there's some match darts incoming.
Can he finish it now? He's been so good on the outer ring. And he is again. It is excellent from Martin Lookman at the back end of legs, and he's through.
He's happy enough as it is, and given the evidence of what he's done this year, it's a formula that may well work for him.
135. Jules, you acquire 100
Under pressure in
mates.
this opening leg on his own throw, though. 1 treble required. He's got it. And that'll leave tops.
Game
There
shot
it
in the
is.
first leg.
Jules Van Dongen with a
Jules Van
ton-plus
Dongen.
finish in the
Second
opening
leg
leg. I
to the
think
third.
this might not have jumped off the page. We've just seen a player in Ryan Searle who is seeded for these, obviously. He's a major finalist. He's won 4 PDC titles, and he's one of the top
96.
boys in the world of darts. Now, Ryan Searle went 6 months without winning a single game on the Pro Tour, and he needed a run at the World Championship to save his tour card effectively. Jules Van Dongen, it's not dissimilar.
No.
Look where Ryan Searle is.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, Ryan Searle's out of the tournament because he's just lost to Martin Lookman. But in general, bigger picture.
11 dart break of throw
140.
may be incoming
Jules, you
here for
acquire
Van Dongen.
86.
54 and 32. Let's see if he can find the 54. No, he can't, but still has an opportunity. That leaves the bullseye.
Game
Well,
shot in the
that's
second
with Van
leg.
Dongen
Jules Van
in the
Dongen.
money.
I don't mind going for the bullseye there. Had he hit the 25, it leaves 80, which should get him at least 1 dart at a double. Quite sensible use of the board.
140. Jules, you acquire 100.
Yeah, just moving into position though, Danny Noppert. A little bit of pressure here for Van Dongen. Top stops. He went for the treble.
60. Danny, you acquire 120.
Oh, this is big. Jules Van Dongen was so far clear in this leg. Can he find the treble? Oh, Danny Noppert. It
88.
looked so good to
Jules,
find
you
a treble
acquire
20. Is he going to be stranded on another simple finish once again by Van Dongen?
Game
Yes, he
shot in the
is.
seventh leg.
Jules Van Dongen is a leg away
Eighth leg,
from
down
beating
to
the
third.
world number 9.
Go astonishingly deep in this tournament and gate crash their way in. It's still a very, very long shot, but my goodness me, Van Dongen, if he comes through this one, you've got to respect him and the way he's played,
Danny, you acquire 161.
not just in this match, but over the main part of 2023, I should say.
And he will get a look at 116 to win the match. Noppert again. Look at him graft. Look at him work.
Thinking about it as well, yeah.
Yeah, he is not going to give you anything.
97.
There's no sort of like, oh, well
Jules,
done.
you acquire
Anywhere will do,
116.
which we have seen this weekend. Oh, lovely. Match start, Jules Van Dongen. And he
76.
just misses high.
Danny, you acquire 64.
Missed start at double 20 for a 1-1-6 checkout. Danny Noppert looking at tops himself.
44.
And Van Dongen will have a second opportunity to secure his place in the final day of a European Tour competition, and it's a 13-darter to wrap up the biggest win of his career for my money. More recently, he made a semi-final and a quarter-final during that triple header that we had in Barnsley at the end of September, so he comes into this in relatively good nick.
100.
Max number 2 for Darrell in this match. 5 for the tournament.
100.
And gives himself
W acquire
a real
96.
cushion in this leg, and credit to him, because he could have dwelt upon what happened in the previous leg. Potential for a 12-darter.
78.
He'll be back. He's got to be a little bit careful. If Heta
Yeah.
fires in a 140 and he starts, when he goes in on double 9, then it can get a little bit tricky.
Just a little concerned about these
140.
missed starts at a double. They're beginning to rack up here for Darrell Pilgrim. This is his latest opportunity. Double 9 can be awkward. That was a very cagey, edgy first start. That was inside, and that's problematic. And now it's raised eyebrows time for Darrell
10.
Pilgrim.
Damon, you acquire
That's exactly what we
105.
spoke about. And here's the opportunity for Heta. For an
Doubles.
unlikely break. And he
Games
takes
on
the
the
opportunity.
pitch
That will hurt Darrell
Damon
Pilgrim.
Heta.
Okay, significantly more midweek days, but not everybody works midweek anyway. Someone like, I know
82.
Keegan Brown's got a tour card, but someone like Keegan Brown, who did that, still works for the NHS. I mean, there's a lot of weekend work associated with that anyway, so it's not everybody works 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. So,
109.
Yeah, and there's
as you say, it's a balancing act.
yeah, balancing act. And a lot of these players will have understanding bosses or where they can sort of work around the darts. Pilgrim goes inside. We saw Searle do that earlier, and it was
82.
costly. And
Damon,
Heta,
you
this is a
acquire
real good
30.
rally from Damon. 4th consecutive leg and
Games on the
5-2.
seventh
Double
leg.
break will now throw for the
Damon
match. And a
Heta.
game that was looking pretty precarious when Pilgrim had darts for a 3-1 lead.
Gets him down to a finish of 147 on throw first. Pilgrim, though, can make his move here. Ton 40 will make things interesting. That's way below par visit. Needed at least 2 troubles there to make things competitive, I think, in this one. Heta striking first on 147.
Yeah, and he was excellent yesterday, Darrell. Average 103. Still respectable today. He's averaging just shy of 93, but it's obviously a 10-point drop-off, and it was obviously going to be a lot more coming in the way of Damon Heta. The hang about.
Tops. Oh, sorry, double 18.
And that as well, the celebration is sort of a sarcastic response to, yes, I can hit doubles, because he's allowed Damon Heta opportunities, but what a hit that is.
$100.
That's okay. Pilgrim may have to think about this one after the first start. Should be over at the 18s. Well, more of a luxury now for
44.
Damon Heta.
Damon, you acquire 106.
Well, that's a massive helping hand for Damon Heta, who is 46 points away, and he's now double 16 away from a 6-4 win. And Damon Heta, in the end, gets over the line in that one. It was an anxious finale for him.
50.
Stolen the march on Dirk in this opening leg.
Yeah, against the darts as well. Winner will face the winner of the all-German affair this evening, Schindler versus Pietreczko. We do have some German interest this afternoon. Nico Kurz in the penultimate match of the afternoon against Johnny Clayton. And the German #1, Gabriel Clemens, takes on the #1 seed in this event, Dave Chisnell, later on this evening. So plenty of home
59.
interest
George, you require
to look forward
81.
to, and a guarantee of one being in the final day.
How about that? 11 dart start, George Killington. That is the start he would have wanted. Breaks the Van Dijvenbode throw. Staying on the 18s. Double 7. Oh, Killington very nearly a 3-0 lead with a double break.
He may be back, but if he does come back, there's some messing about to do. You know what Dirk needs, he gets it. Tops.
What are you doing, man?
He's just caught the flight, hasn't he? We saw him do that at the World Championship on his debut in a deciding leg of a set against Raymond van Barneveld. He never recovered. Just not getting the elevation at all there. And it'll frustrate him even more now.
He's back on 120. Oh, 3 tops. Oh, it's one way to avoid busting it. Utterly ridiculous. Dirk van Dijvenbode gone from the catastrophic to the Jose de Sousa baffling. Double 2 again for Killington. And this time he gets it. It's 3-0. It's a double break. Average 96 in that. That's the best he's ever averaged on the Euro Tour. He's 10 points clear of that. Because astonishingly, that's his 12th two-treble visit in this match.
Wow, wow, wow.
115. George require 149.
I wouldn't be gobsmacked if Killington took this out. He goes. Double 16 for 5-0. He hasn't missed by much. It's some effort. It's some performance from George Killington.
He's having the time of his life up there, George Killington. Quite the contrast from yesterday. It's all coming so easily to him. Just hit double 8 again. Already done it once. To do it again. It may be as bad a leg as we've seen in the match, a 17-darter, but ultimately it's the same result. George Killington wins it. Well, expect the unexpected where George Killington is concerned this weekend. He came here saying, this is the day, this is the weekend I get my first Euro Tour win. It didn't look likely when Scott Waits hit a 9-darter against him.
Oh, well, no need. Well, yeah. What do I know? Brilliant recovery, and this is just to keep faint hopes alive. And who saw this coming? What a performance from George Killington, and he gets matched out to cap off a remarkable victory.
George require 20.
Double 10 for a 6-0 whitewash of the world number 11. It is an astonishing result. George Killington into the second round of the Euro Tour for the first time ever, has then whitewashed Dirk van Dijvenbode. Well, it was very, very inviting, that first start. Isn't on the 9, but it's 5 out of 6 perfect.
60, yeah, thanks, mate. We all know you can whistle, just leave it.
And further whistles in response to Russ Bray's call for order.
It's not stopping Stephen Bunting producing a magnificent leg of darts here. Potential 10-darter incoming. Josh Rock is yet to have a dart at double in this game, and he could be halfway to losing it.
10-darter for Stephen Bunting, backing up that 14-dart breaker throw, and well, this is impressive.
Makes a big difference.
Require 82.
Yeah, Bunting had a look at this 82 a short while ago, didn't he? Rock, however,
42.
can't find it either.
His first start missed at a double. All 3 have been at tops. He'd been flawless prior to that. And Josh Rock get a taste of his own medicine. Bunting for the last 2 legs was first to a double and lost him. How does this taste? Double top. Oh, revenge for the Bullet. Breaks back immediately, re-establishes the two-leg gap.
Bunting looking at 170 then. This would be a step in the right direction. Oh, he's got the first two. Bullseye.
The biggest finish in the game does not go. How about the second biggest? Not even close.
131. Stephen, you require 25. Mate, what is wrong with you? Please, best of order.
I mean, Russ asked a pertinent question there. What is wrong with him? Look, if you come into a darts event, if somebody next to you whistling, have a word with him yourself. There's got to be an element of self-policing. It's a difficult job when there's 2,500 people in here. The Bullet for 5-2. Double 8. Is there. 5-2. Stephen Bunting. He needs one more leg. And we kind of have come to expect Rock to be living in the mid to high 90s. Just all the time. And if it's not that, you expect it's going to be more. There's still time for this game to turn. That is 180 number 2 for Rocky.
Yeah, Rock, though, is running out of time and running out of legs as well. And, OK, that's positive from Rock. But Bunting coming good once again. This is very impressive indeed.
140.
Forcing the hand of Josh Rock, making him produce another big visit. Yeah, and he's produced a 2-treble visit there as well. Timely intervention once more from Josh Rock to get down to 62. Bunting now looking at 126.
This is Rock's best scoring leg of the match.
Treble to leave ball, finds it for the match. Oh, what a way to finish things off for Stephen Bunting. A 1-2-6 checkout for good measure.
Took some decent scalps at the World Championship. Recall him beating Joe Cullen one year.
81.
I mean, we touched upon that yesterday, didn't we, about this, you know, the commitment that you need. And, OK, sensible from Kurtz that he's got that career under his belt. Obviously, if things go wrong, you can take it forward elsewhere. But someone like Jim Williams, when he got his tour card, he still had a really big decision to make, didn't he? And, you know, you've got to be either all in or not really.
Jim Williams, fellow Welshman of Johnny Clayton, as he looks at 117. Jim Williams still has the odd time when he has to miss an event, but he does enough to obviously makes the Worlds and he makes an impact there. But might be decision time for Jim soon, because look at Kurtz here, and he gets the ball and gets the first break. Brilliant shot from Nico Kurtz, punishing the missed start from Johnny Clayton, and it's livening up this crowd. Early advantage. A wry smile from Johnny.
I mean, it sounds almost glib when you say two-time German Super League champion, but when you look at what is involved in winning those, it's such an ordeal. It's a month long for a start-off. There's about 14 group games that you've got to navigate. OK, there's a lot go through from the group, but still, it's draining. Then you've got knockouts from the second half onwards.
It's tough, and you get a bit more freedom in the group, and when you get to those knockout stages, you've got to be on point. So to win that on 2 occasions, testament to how good this young man is. And he's proving more than a match for Johnny Clayton at the minute.
116.
You know, and they're effectively a World Championship playoff as well, aren't they? So, you know, there's loads at stake in them. My goodness me, Kurtz now looking at tops for a 3-1 lead. And the 119 checkout with the break is backed up by a 116, and Nico Kurtz is halfway to paradise. He leads 3-1. But yeah, the tables were spread out. It was nothing like this. 2,500, 3,000 people packed inside Halle 39 this weekend. Sold out this afternoon, sold out tonight as well, and sold out for the rest of the weekend.
Clayton making his move. He needs to rescue that break back, and he's going to get a chance here.
Johnny requires 70.
Played a good leg, 12 darts thrown. And Johnny not done a great deal wrong. He's 3 from 6 on doubles, but that was wayward. Can Kurtz punish him?
81.
Yeah, the crowd did begin to play a part there. Nico, now looking at double 12, perfect first start, just inside, double 6 for 5-3. Nico Kurtz finds his shooting boots once again, and that radar is still just about switched on enough. It's flip-flopping is this 10th leg.
A two treble visit will blow this leg in the face. I was going to say, there it is. And we said Nico was averaging, he was averaging above 100. But we didn't expect to maintain that, but it's come down now just above 90. They're pretty much level on the averages, but Johnny is favourite for the leg. Even more so now. Brilliant setup, timing from Johnny.
Devastating. And on this evidence, you have to say it looks as though we're going to a decider. Only one previous match today has gone to 11 legs. That was the opener between Cross and Van Veen. Cross came through that one having trailed. And Johnny Clayton may come through this one having trailed as well. 5 apiece, 1 break apiece.
I want to give Johnny credit, he hasn't gone away. But again, credit to this young man. He's just thrown for the match, he couldn't really hit anything, and he's producing this.
140.
Brilliant leg of darts.
Well, toss of a coin job as far as predicting the outcome of this, I think, really.
83.
That helps Nico now. This is where he's got to be aggressive. Stay on that treble.
240 would do very nicely indeed for Nico Kurz.
Hey, look at 25.
100.
I thought he might have gone to the second dart, but he's going to get a chance of the match. Already taken 81 out.
Yep. Albeit on double 6 in the end. I think he'd like a nice clean take on double 12 if he gets the opportunity, because Johnny Clayton isn't too far away.
It's gettable, isn't it? This for a big win for Nico to put himself in the final day for the first time of a Euro Tour. Bullseye will do it, and he gets the bullseye, and credit to him. That's a huge scalp for Nico Kurz. He threw for the match and he couldn't really hit anything, and he breaks in the deciding leg. Credit for Johnny Clayton for coming back at him, but that is a huge victory for Nico Kurz. Look what it means to the crowd. Beat Nathan Rafferty and then beat Van Geuwen and took his place in the round of 16. To go back to back, and it would have been teeing up a perfect leg. We've already seen one from Scott Waits in defeat yesterday.
Ross Smith famously hit one on the European Tour. Long while ago now. Gibraltar.
And there was a big gap before the next one, wasn't there?
Yes, half a decade. Oh, he is deadly on that treble 20.
136.
There's the first breaker throw incoming. The opportunity to break is incoming, that is for sure.
137.
Gurney just asked the question.
Required 45.
Keeps himself within striking distance if Ross botches the 45. But he doesn't. And he enjoyed that one, Ross Smith. And why wouldn't you? That's a clinical leg. It's a 12-dart leg, but key, it's a breaker throw.
If tonight goes the way this afternoon has gone, this is wide open.
And it'll make someone like Chris Dobey a little bit anxious. I mean, he's still in the event, which helps his cause, but he's in the last spot for the European Championship, and he's relying, if he goes out, he wants a normal result.
Yes.
Is that a way of putting it? Just someone above him to win the event, all to go to plan with seeds. But again, Dobey can take care of that himself because he's still in the event.
97. Ross, you require 86.
It's for 4-1. Taking his time here, Ross Smith. Really unique stance, Ross Smith. Such a solid action. And that's what he can do. And that will hurt Daryl Gurney. He was waiting to pounce, but now there's serious daylight. Ross Smith has backed up the break with a hold.
So whatever he does, he's got a really good base to work from, even though it may not look
95.
as conventional as other players.
Come on, though, Dan, if I'm giving him a shove.
Oh, you go for a wall,
Well,
obviously.
that's it, yeah, me aside. But yeah, the point you're getting at, yeah. It looks a little bit like it's balanced, but it's so effective, and he's just illustrated it there. And Daryl Gurney, who I spoke to, has been disappointed with the way he's played on the European Tour. And maybe not played the results. If he does go on and lose this, obviously it's a results business, but he can look, he's played some good stuff here. But Ross Smith just being the better player and taking all his chances, and is now one away. He's averaging 102.5. It's going to make you hard to beat. Daryl's averaging 97.
Can he conjure this up? No, he can't. And Ross Smith will get a look at 1-2-1 for a 6-2 victory against a very impressive Daryl Gurney. Oh, match starting coming. Bullseye it is. 3 times he's had a go at it, hit it the first time and narrowly missed the next 2.
Daryl Gurney, with only his 5th dart or a double in the match, needs it to stay in the match. Edging closer, it's got to go, Daryl. And it does go, big dart. A smile of relief keeps him interested, but there's still work to be done.
Gurney's turn to make a mistake. He's left 1-1-7. It's a 1 treble combo, but it could have been easier.
Smith could leave a 2. He's going to leave a 2 darts. I mean, a single to double. And now they really ask the question of Daryl Gurney. Bit of bad luck in the last visit. Can he rescue it with a treble 19 for tops? He may do, to keep Daryl Gurney going here in Hildesheim. And he's just dropped low. It's a good effort. He knows it was a well-thrown dart, but it wasn't good enough. And Ross Smith with the opportunity to wrap up this victory and book his place in the last 16.
That'll do it. The European champion. He's had his fortune to get through to this round. He went out in the qualifiers, straight through into the tournament, straight through into the seeds, and now straight through to the final day.